So the question is, how is McCain spending his idle hours while the Democrats duke it out? It's a fascinating question. What he's been doing, he's been running around going to a lot of people who are never going to vote for a Republican. Whether that's on...
He's also been going to a lot of Republicans who aren't going to vote for a Republican.
That's another problem, too. I have my doubts about the wisdom of campaigning, spending time, even though it's only April and we've got a lot of time left until November. I've seen candidates, you've seen candidates in the past who say, I promise to go to 50 states. They waste time flying to Alaska when they should be in New Jersey and Connecticut and Pennsylvania. And McCain, admittedly, has a lot of time on his hand, but it's time that come November, it's the most precious commodity. And all the things you don't do in April, May, and June, you wish you had done in October.
Yeah, and you know, look, it's going to. Can he really dent our base? You know, Hillary will have her own problems if by some miracle she becomes the nominee because her negatives are so high, and against independents it might give him an opening, I would think. Obama, of course, has had a tough few weeks here, but I mean, McCain owns the war. It's, you know, you can say surge this, surge that. It's not going that well. We're happy that he owns the war. He owns the economy. He's got the Bush economic plan, whatever that is, and Bush with the lowest approval rating in history. You know, where's this guy going?
Well, McCain's got a challenge. I mean, what's easy because the Democrats aren't firing at him much yet. On the other hand, he's not getting much press, so he can make big announcements. He made a big announcement on health care, pretty substantial proposal from a Republican perspective, pretty substantial, but it's not going to get a lot of press.
It will in October.
Well, in October,
when our nominee points out, you know, that it's another market-based solution.
But another interesting thing I noted him doing, Karl Rove had a big article in Wall Street Journal this week with some wonderful anecdotes about McCain's past. I don't know whether the McCain folk got that to Karl or whether he dug it up all by himself now that he's a reporter. Yeah. But that's not a bad thing to be doing, getting out, filling out the picture of the biography of the man. We know he's a war hero, and we know what he's done in Washington recently. That's not a bad use of time to start developing a fuller, more positive picture of him. I wonder whether pushing a lot of policy issues this early, you lose much coverage of it, and then it's not fresh when you actually put it out.
Again, from our perspective, we're not trying to beat Eisenhower or Reagan. We're trying to beat McCain. And I'm not going to say he's too old, but I'll tell you one thing that does reflect being sort of out of touch. I think he has no online savvy whatsoever. If you look at how Senator George Allen, with that macaca statement, was taken by surprise when the guy had a little camera, suddenly it was online. I think Hillary and Barack Obama have been battle-tested on the internet already. They understand it. Well, their campaigns have integrated it.
I completely agree with you.
He's going to take a beating there,
The McCain team is not doing well online. Now, the truth is that I don't think that Hillary or Obama are personally technically proficient on software and in the computers, but they've got a team around them that are. Obama's better than Hillary's, Hillary's better than McCain's, and he's got to get up to speed in a hurry or he's going to have his pants taken off him on the internet.